G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I'm David. We've got another Shimpaku juniper. I love Shimpaku junipers. This belongs to a client as well of mine. It's actually quite a nice tree. It's really nice. It's got some beautiful movement. It's got some nice deadwood feature and then live wood starting to grow over the deadwood. So it's got a lot of age, which is really nice. And it comes up to about here. It's nice, a little bit of deadwood. This branch is interesting. It's a little bit weak, so I'm not sure what we're going to do there. And then this is pretty nice. So about to there, it's got beautiful movement. Up in here, it's a little straight. We can work with all this. So it's just pretty much a restyling of this tree. I'm looking at just wiring a lot of this, to be honest. It's not much more than wiring. And then it's about positioning the tree in the pot, finding the best front. I think that is where I think his initial front was. The tree comes quite forward in that position. So it's not too bad, but it's almost leaning forward. It would be nice to get it to go back a little bit and then forward. So it's just positioning it back in the pot in a different angle. And I think I'm going to just try and get the angle right on this. I wanted to change slightly the front. It's a very slight change just to have this tree leaning a bit more this way. I want it to finish a bit more over here rather than more in the middle. So it's just a slight change backwards and then slight change this way on the tree. Slight, maybe about there. I think in the camera should be about there. So you can see the lovely movement and the whole tree is moving in that direction. So it gives you that sense of something happened to it and it's continually been blown slowly and just growing out this way. So really going to go about this, just wiring it. I'm going to try and condense a little bit of this down with a bit of wire, but not too much. But mainly it's going to go back a little bit. So, and it's about there. So something like that eventually we end up. Very slight changes, but it makes a huge difference. So I'm going to go away, start wiring this tree. I'm not 100% sure about keeping this branch just yet. We will see how it fits into the overall tree. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to wire a lot of these right down. And I think it's going to probably come into contact with this branch. Because I'm not going to really get much movement into that where I can, but it's quite heavy and dense. And that curvy bit, it doesn't look the best, but we'll see. Because I'm going to wire a lot of these right down into here, create the pads, and create the formation. And you get it right down, get everything right down, bring everything right down. Will it be any use having it there? So we'll see. Maybe it's better having it as a gin, but we'll see. Maybe continue the shari along to that point, which would be interesting. Opening the shari up a bit more up to that point would be good. All right, first thing I'm going to do is clean the actual deadwood and just a bit of lime sulfur on it just to get it nice and looking good. And then we'll get wiring. Okay, quick update where I'm at to. You can start to see some of these branches being dropped down. Maybe just don't look at that one. Some of these branches being dropped down. Now I just want to teach you guys a little, the way I do this is you can see how much I drop the branch down and then I bring the pad back to a flat space. So that's how I wire these branches out. They go drop down and then flatten out and wire out the pad. So a really good example is this one. So you can see there's a bit of a branch that starts at the back. That's just wired down. And all the little ones in here are fanned out and to make a flat base and a bit more rounded top. That's how I go about doing that. Same thing with this one's a bit different, but very similar. So we drop down and now it's got two branches. One comes over here and one goes over there. But in this case, this one here is lower than this one, because this branch starts higher up, so it's like you can have a higher up pad. So the same process, you bend them down and then flatten out the pads, clean underneath, try to get a rounded top as much as possible. So just a little tip there, very important how you go about bending those branches. And you do it all around, you do it at the back, same process. You can see the back branch, flattened out, wide down, flattened out, wide down, flattened out. Very similar process, and then you keep building the tree based on that, and every branch above fits into one of those spaces that you've created. So that's how I go about doing that and styling it. So just tilted the tree a bit more of an angle on this side. I think it'll lean this way a bit more. I've indicated where the front is, and I'll just keep going. It's just pretty much just finishing off wiring the top half. I'm about up to here, wire the top, and we should have a really, really nice tree. I will definitely thinking about eliminating that. It doesn't really fit in the design now, so I'll probably create a gin out of it. So the tree's been fully wired, and it's come up with a real treat. But just try and ignore that branch, and you'll see why it has to go. Just want to show you the clean lines everywhere. It's always really important to have this nice, clean, defining branches. Make sure you wire out all your branches. A lot of these branches are dropping down and making a flat pad. That's what you want to try and achieve. You start on the bottom ones first, wire them down, then everything starts to come down and fall into the spaces. That's really all I kind of did with this tree, and it's achieved quite a nice result. Just trying to get the right angle for you guys. It's slightly leaning that way. It's been pushed back a little bit just by tilting it in the pot, but I'll just slip pot it into the new angle. Very safe to do that at this time of year. It's warm, but now you can see why I have to get rid of this. It's just blocking. It's not in the right spot. If I cover it, you'll see what a nice tree it is. So there's the reasoning. I just wanted to show you that before I removed it, and that's really it. I'm just going to remove that. I'll gin it, and there's a bit of wire holding it on at the moment. So it really needs to go. I just wanted to make sure you guys understood why it needed to go. It doesn't really serve a purpose. If it was wired down, it would be really not attractive at all. So I will gin it, probably not so long, but a bit shorter of a gin. Get all this foliage off. And you probably see a better view now once I do that. Just trying to stay away from the camera. Alright, so having it gone. Well, you could have a longish one, maybe it'll work. Could be actually nice with a longish one. I'll probably leave it long for the owner to decide what he wants to do with it. But look at the difference in the tree. It's thinned out. It actually looks a lot thinner in real life than it is on the camera. It was quite dense in the camera, but it's actually quite thin. Been thinned out really well. So I'm just going to go about cleaning that gin up, put it in the new angle, and we'll see what the final tree looks like. As long as the wind behaves itself. So in the end, this is how the tree is going to end up looking. I've repotted it, well, I've slip potted it more than anything, and lined it up with the foot as the front. That's how in Japan they do it in terms of potting it up in pots with these kind of feet. It's not in between the feet; it's actually with the point. So it's been slanted back a little bit. I planted it a little bit back in the pot now. So the trunk goes backwards a little bit, which is good. Before it was coming more this way. Now it's actually just a little bit back, coming forward slightly. So a much better angle to look at with the tree. Happy with the result. I think come up really nicely. Maybe just needs a bit of time to fill out some of the lower pads. Just need to build up over time. And otherwise it's going to be a nice tree. The key with this was getting the branches slanted down and the pads fanned out, nice and flat at the bottom, and nice and plumpy at the top. But all those little sub branches were wired, just to show you, just make sure you understand. Very fine copper wire was applied in most instances, so they can continually be tweaked if they move with growth. So you continually tweak them. The wire shouldn't cut into this tree too hard. It's actually quite, it won't grow like super fast anymore. It's a nice, gently growing tree now. Really, really cool little tree. I wish I had it in my collection. It's a lovely Shimpaku, but it's a really nice movement, nice trunk, nice, pretty much everything. I think eventually maybe the owner would like to connect this gin to this shari and maybe put some nice small shari up here along the side of the trunk. It'd be really interesting, but I'll let the owner decide on that. Otherwise, nothing too difficult with this tree other than purely wiring. Here's a little spin around of the tree so you can see how it looks from all the different angles. Beautiful. It's great when you get to work on really quality trees and quality material. But all in all, a nice tree. Let me know if you've got any questions. Happy to answer them. So enjoy your tree and see you next time for more videos.